welcome back to my channel. Today I want to introduce you again to my favorite artist here in Washington, D.C. and we're going to showcase his latest work. You've seen some of it before, but since the last time I was here, he's been so prolific and I can't wait till you see what he's done. Craig Thompson, let's us show you.
Hello, my name is Craig Thompson. Welcome to my one-bedroom apartment or my art studio. This right here is all my acrylic on canvas. Most of them are 16 by 20s. I like to paint 16 by 20s because they stack up on each other. They don't damage each other with the corners. I started at the Colorado Institute of Art, and I got an associate science degree in advertising design from the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale, where I transferred in 1983. Then I continued my education at the American Animation Institute in North Hollywood because I wanted to be a Saturday morning cartoonist. Let's start over here at this wall. Because I live in Washington, D.C., I try to do political stuff. This is one of Leather Rock's favorite ones. Um, I did a series on the Capitol building. This is my John Hancock. I also did a John Hancock series. I like to do Jesus and religious stuff, but most of my stuff is political, as you can see in Ben Franklin. I do surrealist stuff and abstract stuff, and here's the Republican and Democratic symbols with a black cat in the background. Over here on this wall, we've got Moses, some abstracts. This is one of my latest pieces. Leather Rock told me to focus in on some of my latest pieces. This is one that I did in like November or December of 2024. Here's the Obama and nuclear.
Wow.
Here's the Statue of Liberty down here.
Oh, that is awesome.
And I do beading of necklaces on the side for my friends. There's some beads that I do. I gave leather to the necklaces that have cats on them. President Joe Biden.
Oh, I just want to. Oh, no, I'm not. Yes, I am. I don't know if you guys can see these. Yeah.
Two cat necklaces that I gave her for coming to visit me.
Okay.
Now, President Joe Biden has sent me two letters, and I have them framed on the wall.
How cool is that?
And we were feeling the burn because we got a whole bunch of photographs from the senators
Bernie.
at the state building, Senate building. Now, this is the only painting that I have painted in 2025. I did most of it in 24, but I finished it in 25 because I finished the werewolf, the three wise men, and the snails. This is the 2019. I did the Martin Luther King in 23. Come into my kitchen, please. I did a series of buffaloes. There are four buffaloes. I don't know where the fourth one is at, but here's one of them. And here's another one. Now, I'm a volunteer at the White House Peace Vigil at the White House, and the person that's in charge over there is Felipus Malacabello. And this right here is a picture of Felipus Malacabello that I painted with the American flag and
Oh, wow. This is so impressive.
Over here on this wall, we've got a piece that I had in an exhibit last year that we did it in a school. And here's another John Hancock with the Capitol building. I did a series of angels with machine guns and Tommy guns. There's another angel up there.
Oh.
And there's another buffalo one of the four that I did.
So you have a series of the buffalo.
I do a series all the time.
That is really smart. It looks so wonderful on the mantle of somebody's impressive mansion.
I'll get 2 or 3 canvases going at a time so that I can paint more rapidly so that I can get work done.
Wow.
Now, like I said, I was a volunteer at the White House Peace Vigil. This is William Thomas, our founder, and his nickname was Doubting Thomas. So I took the art from the Catholic Church and did Doubting Thomas with our Lord.
Oh, let's see some of the detail of the faces. That is really sweet.
This is another series that I did of the wise men here. Now, Leather wanted me to show you a painting that I haven't finished yet. That is a painting of her with Barry Morrow.
And Barry Morrow has been featured on my channel.
This right here is leather here and leather here. I haven't finished it yet. We need to make sure that she has purple hair. But it's something that I haven't finished. I've been working on. This, of course, is Washington, D.C., and this is the California bear.
Oh man. One of
And
the
our
things
friend
I love
Goldie.
about your art is that you have elements of it that are almost like, I think the term now is Easter eggs. They're hidden things that if you know, you know. And they're almost like secret presents that a person will find and think is one.
Up here we have Ben Franklin. I did a series on Ben Franklin.
Oh,
And
well, let's
I did a series on
could we
orange faced presidents.
could we give, I don't mean to interrupt you, but could we give a little bit of an explanation of the swastika so that my Jewish friends don't get offended? The swastika was only when the Third Reich started and Hitler started doing his awful thing that the swastika was bastardized. Originally, the swastika was a sun and positive symbol used in many of the older world's religions. So just because you see a swastika does not necessarily mean that it's any kind of hate. So I don't want anybody to misconstrue that there's anything but love in this house.
Well, to tell you the truth, I did mean it a little bit more towards the German angle of it because ultimately we've been doing a lot of evil in the world. We treated the South and Central Americans really badly,
Okay,
and we've destroyed a lot of their freedom governments for the coups and the drug cartels.
that's true.
But this Abraham Lincoln uh, is one of the series that I did with orange faces with the blue and the purple highlights.
That is so
And
cool.
I have Washington, George Washington, and the Ben Franklin, and I'm going to do a Jesus Christ with that style as well. There's another angel with a Tommy gun. And then my T Rex with the cats. That's one of my favorite ones. I think I get a lot of
I
attention
love
from.
when you put cats on things.
And of course, there's this wall with all the things on it. There's another Ben Franklin, another Abe Lincoln.
Oh, and Greta,
Greta Thunberg, yeah.
how dare you?
Some abstracts, some peace signs. Oh, there's my fourth buffalo one there with the peace sign with the eagle in the sky. And Moses. If you step over here to this wall right here, these are my favorite ones. I don't know if you guys here. I did what I call the Linkadoctyle with two brontosauruses. And the one underneath it I call E. And it's a battling sex with a cardinal coming in to eat the praying mantis.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's eyeballing. Oh, you branding mash. You don't know you're going to be a Scooby snack. I like the bee.
Well, thank you.
That is a bee, right?
It is a
That is
beaver.
a bee. Oh, there's a letter from.
Biden.
That's all right. Wow.
Now up here we have a Gandhi.
Oh yes, he is.
And we have a Statue of Liberty with the peace dove and the Virginia State butterfly. I've been doing a lot of Virginia State butterflies throughout the years.
Is that
Whoopi?
Whoopi?
Virginia. That's Whoopi Goldberg.
That's oh my goodness. He gets autographs and everything.
I need an executive assistant for Hollywood South Dakota Productions, and my girlfriend at the time helped me get that from Whoopi Goldberg because I had done some work with her in the past for Westwood Video Tape Company and Unitel Video
Yeah.
when I was in Hollywood back in the 80s and 90s.
Wow.
This right here I call Don, a tiger with a bunch of monkeys. And the one right next to it is one of my later pieces I call Hugh Hefner.
Oh, explain the cat thing.
Well, that's a bad joke.
I can profanity's allowed on my channel.
I call it Hugh Hefner because it's a bad dog with all that sweet pussy.
Right on, right on.
What can I
Hey,
say? So this is my George Washington.
that is so awesome. I love that.
I did two of moms that were kissing.
Oh,
This one right here, and then this is my favorite one right here. I think this is my best piece so far. Everybody seems to love that one.
I think they would get a kick out of that. You
I
know?
thought about sending it to them, but I want money for it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, hey, you are deserving. I would like, if I can do anything with my channel, it would be to give some publicity to some well-deserving people. Surely there's got to be a rich country artist that could have some really amazing Americana in his mansion and who can really remunerate you the way you deserve. Because people, the world needs to know about you.
Well,
They really do.
I think basically what I want to do is I want to help my supporters because if I can get somebody to put $1,000 on their wall, and then when I'm that piece of shit, it turns into $1 million value. That would be some way to support my.
I'm trying to not have the hats get in your way.
That's okay. So I like to make my supporters rich when I die. Every artist except for say maybe Andy Warhol didn't really make it until after their death, and then all of a sudden they skyrocketed to 17 million or whatever the price of a single
You
painting.
better not die anytime soon because I'm running out of friends, okay? Now
I'm only
this
64. I mean, for another 20 years anyway. Though my mom died in 60, at 60, and my dad died at 74. I'm aiming for at least 84. This is my favorite wall right here. This is some of my best.
all these presidents, man. You got Biden's face down.
And this one is Biden, of course, with his two dogs and the White House.
Commander and what was the other one?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Having a taste for Secret Service booty.
Yeah, they did.
And you get to see the White House more than anybody else does.
Being a volunteer at the White House Peace Vigil, that's the north end, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. We're right across the street.
I mean, how cool is that? That people have to watch the news to see this, and you literally have it in your backyard.
Things are happening every day. It's exciting. It's perks to be a White House town.
This is a hell of a town. I'm really thinking maybe I would be happy living here because it's, well, aside from the winters, which we won't go into, but there's a lot to love about Washington, D.C.
So this is my King Gandhi. I did a series of King and Gandhi, and that's the one that's together. Then above it is a Ben Franklin with a ancient angel or cherub. Then I did a series of two hummingbirds with peace signs. There's this one right here, and then this one over here. In 2024, in the early part of the year.
I really like your Ben Franklin. I mean your Lincoln. Gee.
You like that one with the nuclear symbol and the.
Yes, I do, and I think it's especially poignant. How I love how if you really look at it, you realize that it's got the flag shape, but everybody who doesn't have their head under a rock is obviously worried about nuclear proliferation, and I just think that it's really. It kind of gets you, it lets you know that we really got to watch which direction we're going because we don't want to destroy our world.
This is a Trident missile. I don't know if you remember that rock song, Jesus launched a Trident missile, something about to pass the time.
Oh, Ronald Reagan.
Then, of course, there's a blue and a red parrot for the Democrat and the Republican Party, and the geese are all flying in one direction, and the cat's going in the other direction.
So why does the cat go in a different direction from the geese?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Well, you know what? You're the artist, so it should be any way that you want it. Oh, I'm seeing another detail in the Lincoln picture. I see the crosses and the Star of David and the flower.
That was fun to do. I enjoyed it. It's not the same style as my orange faces, but it came around.
I like you with the purple hair. Honest Abe, all right. You really have such a. I love the detail, the faces. They just. If you can't tell who these people are, you don't know your history.
My friend Bauer says that one of my fortes is being able to capture the personality of the person in the painting.
Well,
so you can recognize them.
Your friend is right. I think the relatives of Dr. King would really appreciate that. I mean, everybody knows that's him.
Then, of course, here we have a Statue of Liberty hand. And we being from Hollywood, we can understand Dracula underneath it with the vampire bat.
Oh, I love bats. Well, that's Bela Lugosi.
Bela
right?
Lugosi, yeah.
Shame we can't play music. You know, there's a song by Bauhaus called Bela Lugosi's Dead. But if I played any songs, I would get a copyright strike, so we're not going to do that. Oh, let's show people the Jesus I found you. Want to talk about that? I can't reach it because you're tall and I'm not.
Well, this particular Jesus she found on the street, didn't she?
Yes.
And I have a sumo wrestler right over here.
Well, take the Jesus off and you show it to the camera because I think people would find that charming.
It's cute.
And tell us where I found it.
I don't
Do you remember? Okay, well, I've been here in town since the Trump inauguration, and when I was out, we were in line for several hours trying to get in both events. And the second event, unfortunately, we didn't get in. But while I was walking around, I saw this Jesus on the ground, and I picked it up, and I said, "Oh." And when I next saw you, I said, "Craig, I have a present for you," and I gave him Jesus. So now he's got Jesus watching over his art and I guess guarding the house.
Supposed to when pigs fly with the
Rhinoceros. Oh, and that rhinoceros looks like he's slam dancing. He looks like he's dancing.
I actually designed that for a class that I did for the American Animation Institute back in the day, and I just found it and reproduced it.
Oh, wow.
Well, that was Vanna White.
All right.
That's Vanna White. I used to work for Western Videotape Company on Bread and Butter Accounts with Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune.
That is so neat. Well, that eagle symbol, is that the Narcotics Anonymous symbol?
It is a Narcotics Anonymous symbol. I was commissioned to do that piece, and I haven't finished it because years ago I told him to come by. I needed to point out some things to him before I finished it. There was going to be a balloon, the kind that people ride in the background. I wanted him to help me choose what size it was going to be. So the beak is not finished and the talons are not finished. Waiting for him to come and check it out.
Oh, I hope he does.
There's a piece right above it with the balloon already, and he was going to buy that one, but instead it was somebody that had already claimed it that was going to give it to him. So he had me commissioned that piece that never got finished.
That is something. That's something. The Vanna, that is something. Well, let's see. President Biden's face. Craig, you really knocked this out of the park. Your attention to detail. I love that you're not afraid of vivid colors. A lot of people are afraid of colors.
Right there. And the geese in the background.
They are such special insects, and they're protected federally. If you kill the praying mantis, there's like a $10,000 or $15,000 fine. They are.
That's how Kung Fu started. The master of Buddhism was studying praying mantis fighting a wasp.
Oh.
Praying mantis won, and that's the beginnings of Kung Fu.
That's neat.
Well, I hope you like my pieces. If you want to talk with me about them, you're more than welcome to call me or email me. My email is CSTHSDP, stands for Craig Sterling Thompson, Hollywood, South Dakota Productions @gmail.com. CSTHSDP@gmail.com.
I will make sure to have that information in the metadata and the description when I upload this. And if you're watching this, then you're looking at it right now. So please, if you are flush of pocketbook and you have good taste in art, you should have this man's art. It's only going to go up in value, and hopefully, as my audience grows, more people will get to see the talent of Craig Sterling Thompson.
Feel free to commission me. I like to charge $200 an hour, and I can do a $400 piece or a $1,000 piece. We can negotiate.
Yes.
And my phone number is 202-470-7128 if you'd like to talk.
That's wonderful. Craig, thank you for once again gracing my channel. This is not the last that people are going to see of you. Hopefully, we will be doing many more art expos of you because you are so prolific. Since the last time I was in town, it's almost like you've doubled your output. I'm very, very impressed. Last time I was here, yes, there was art hanging around, but now it's just amazing.
It's a mess. I'm sorry, it's a mess.
Well, no, but you know what? Compared to how I keep house, you are a neat freak. You are like the most tidy gentleman I know. And I respect you for many reasons, but that's something else because I wish I could be that neat. So thank you for being on my channel, and I hope that some smart person recognizes your talent and your worth and says, I gotta have his art. And if we can commission something, they have an idea, and you can execute it.
I
And
sure can.
yes, you can. Craig, thank you once again for being a part of my channel. And you guys, you know what to do. Show my friends some love.
God blesses everyone. One love.
Okay, until next time, I'm Leather Rock, and I will talk to you guys with another wonderful thing from Washington, D.C. Bye.